And I invite you to make yourself ready for meditation by sitting with your spine straight. And as you begin to do some prana breathing, feel that fresh breath moving up and down your spine, creating space and letting that oxygen move to every cell. And letting go of the cares and the worries of the day. And in your mind's eye, imagine that you are traveling to the great school of the soul, way in your inner landscape. This is a familiar pilgrimage path that you have walked before. And so you walk on the path that leads deep, deep into the heart of your inner landscape. And you are walking to the temple school of the soul. And you walk many, many miles over different territories and forests, or maybe oceans or deserts. Just see where you are and feel your heart already connecting and longing to get to this temple school of the soul. And there you see the temple school in the distance, and your heart begins to beat a little faster. And you get closer and closer to this beautiful temple school of the soul. And you make your way, and there it is, standing before you. And there is a large gate, and there are many, many companions, pilgrims that are here also. And you look around, and there are many faces that you recognize, your soul companions, perhaps from this life, perhaps soul companions that you have traveled many lifetimes with before. So you smile and you greet and feel your connection with these beautiful companions of the soul. And even before you enter the temple space, you begin to feel the resonance, the high vibration of these beautiful souls. And you feel a kinship, like, yes, this is my soul family. And so the gate is open, and you and all the other pilgrims move in to the great hall of the soul. And you look around and you see depictions on the walls, perhaps paintings or murals or stained glass windows, of many of the soulful acts in history that humans have been doing for millennia, many, many thousands of years. You see people of the soul, men and women, children and middle-aged and older people, all depicting beautiful acts of the human soul through the ages. And you are reminded that there have been schools of the soul continuously since the beginning of humanity. And you notice that there is a large circle of chairs, and everyone is invited to take their place and to sit in a circle in this beautiful room of the soul. And you're all invited to breathe together. And in this beautiful school of the soul, you begin to breathe and entrain together as a group of souls. And you are invited individually to activate your own inner soul. And so you feel your heart chakra open, and the truth of who you are begins to pulse inside your chest. And you connect with your soul's truth. If you know what your soul's mission is, affirm that to yourself now. Or anything that you feel is deeply true about your soul. Acknowledge that to yourself now. And so you breathe that into your heart, and you feel your spine, your central pillar, and your heart beating and pulsing. And just circulate that truth about you up and down your spine so that you're firmly grounded from the base of your spine, and you're opening up your spine all the way to your crown, opening up, breathing and loving your truth, your soul's truth. And imagine that as you hold your soul's truth in your heart, it becomes an inner sun. And so activate your inner sun inside your heart so that it flames and flares and grows in beauty, and you can feel your inner sun just glowing inside your chest. Your truth, your soul's deep truth. And now you have an opportunity to call in your angels and guides and nature spirits or animal spirits that you work with, that is your particular posse of guides. So call them in and invite them to circle around you. And you feel their love and support. Each one of your guides has an inner sun. Each one of your guides has a soul. And you can feel their inner sun come to life. And it warms you, and you feel their support for your particular soul's truth. And now you become aware that every pilgrim around the soul circle has called in their guides. And so you notice there are now hundreds of spirit beings in this room of the Temple of the Soul. It's very crowded, and you feel a delightful support as you look around the circle, and you can see each person has a circle of guides. And so as the room fills tenfold with soulful humans, soulful beings, some incarnate, some in spirit, and all of their inner suns are coming alive, and you can feel the warmth and the heat. And you can feel the vibration in the room is rising to a much higher spiritual level. Feel all the intention and the support of all of these beings in spirit. Their sole desire is to help support all of your truths, all of your souls, to evolve into the best version of yourself. And so you feel now deeply connected. And imagine that there is a golden thread moving around the circle, connecting you to each and every soul and all the spirit guides. So breathe in this resonance of support in spirit. And now imagine that everyone there is now focusing in the center of the room. And you are creating through your thoughts and your hearts and your intentions a beautiful, huge inner sun that fills the center of this circle. And it is a collective energy of everyone putting their good intentions and good energy. And you're building the soul of this group. And this sun is huge and alive and pulsing with life force energy. And everyone around the circle is feeding it. And this soul, this group soul, is bigger than anyone individually. And it's a source of light food for you. So take in this good food, take in the beams of light that are coming at you from this inner sun, the central sun, and imagine that it is very refined information from the central sun, and it's beaming right into your heart. Listen to what it has to say about your own soul's mission and truth. So just breathe that in, receive the energy from that central sun into your heart. What is it telling you about your soul's truth and mission? Breathe that into your heart. Circulate this light to every cell of your body. It is lifting you up. It is pulsing through your body, raising your vibration. And now everyone focuses attention back on that central sun, and it's pulsing and pulsing. And then gently the roof or the ceiling and the walls of this temple of the soul begin to dissolve. And there are many thousands of beings of light that are hovering above this school, and now you can see them. Beautiful beings of light overseeing this bigger school, overseeing the upliftment of humanity, the evolution and ascension of every human on planet Earth. And they're singing the music of the spheres, the great symphony of life. And you can see the stars in the Milky Way beyond these light beings, beaming down their starlight. Because the Milky Way is our local galactic star system. Each one of the stars is a galactic being of light, sending their love and pure information to help us awaken to our soul's greater purpose. So allow yourself to breathe with these greater beings of light as they gently descend around us, permeating us with light and love. So breathe that in. You are being given your higher purpose of your soul. Listen to the gifts and blessings that are given to you now. Imagine your light body is being fed and bathed in the light. And you're bringing that from your light body deep, deep, deep into every cell, every bone, every muscle, every piece of DNA. Down to the nucleus, down to the subatomic particles, into the spaces deep inside, permeating the light and the love. Feel your soul expanding. Remember that these beings of light are always there. All you need to do is to remember to ask for help, ask for nourishment, ask for connection. You are connected to the great web of light and the great web of life. You are one beautiful spark. And gently, gently now, the walls and the ceilings of the temple school form back together. And now you can see that you are in the great circle with your soul companions, and the central sun gently begins to fade. And so do all the guides and angels and nature spirits and animal spirits. And you are left now looking around this beautiful soul room at your soul companions, knowing that these souls are companioning you through time, and they are here to offer synergy to accelerate your evolution and growth. And if you're willing, you open your heart and you say yes to being influenced by your soul companions. And just feel the great love that is knitting you all together. These are your soul friends, your spiritual family. You are connected in ways that go deeper than you can imagine. And so you each nod to each other around the circle, acknowledging the deep love and connection and the gratitude that you have found your way to this school of the soul so that you can accelerate your evolution and become the best version of yourself. So you are invited now to stand, and it is time for you to take your leave, and you all go out the gate and you once again say goodbye to your companions, knowing that you can return anytime. And so you make your way back on the familiar pilgrim's path, back through your inner landscape to where you began this journey. Taking a few deep breaths now and returning fully to your body, fully to this time and place. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.